Let's get back to the phones. We call them phones. They're really the internet tubes. We're taking calls via Discord at davidpakman.com/Discord. Let's go to Jane from Singapore. Jane from Singapore, you're on the air.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm very well, thank you. Wow, I'm surprised you called on me.
Oh no,
Um,
Jane from Singapore is exactly what we would gravitate towards.
I think that your show has been very enlightening for me,
Thank you.
and I basically signed up to be a member because I watched your video with this other guy. I can't remember his name though. Um, and basically I thought you were so he was a right-wing believer, I believe, and you were just so polite and so conversational and so accepting of listening to his views, and I just respected that so much.
Wow, I
And so
wonder who
yes,
that was. Was it maybe Tim Pool? Was he wearing a hat during the interview?
no, it was a black guy who
Oh,
keeps saying
Jesse Lee
amazing.
Peterson. Jesse Lee Peterson.
Yes, that's right.
Got it.
That's the one.
Got it.
So, I mean, I think that, the way the US system has been running, it's a great disappointment because we all look to the US as honestly a shining beacon of democracy.
Mm.
And I'm just wondering, honestly, how the system would run with, I mean, even Republicans showing a great drift. On one hand, you have a bunch of guys who are denying that the elections outcomes are legitimate. And on the other hand, people are saying, uphold election results. The Republicans are saying there's no fraud. How does that even work in a party? How do you go forward from here? It's
Yeah, I mean,
crazy.
listen, it's really a question for them to answer because as someone who's on the left, I see it and I say this is corrosive and destructive to democracy. This is going to um, uh, lead to, if this is believed by a significant portion of the population, it's going to lead to all sorts of follow-on problems. To me, it seems untenable and unsustainable. Now, it's interesting that you're saying from the perspective of looking at what's going on from Singapore, it's not so much that you find it funny, you find it disturbing, it sounds like.
I do.
Yeah,
I find it how Trump has weaponized the two words fake news.
right.
Very disturbing. People, how do people raise kids on such values? I mean, there's all this talk about um, recovery, healing the country, but do people, Democrats and Republicans, and people on the street, do they actually take the first steps towards recovery, towards conversation, towards dialogue?
No, of course
Is there
not.
this
No.
sense? Do
In
you feel
fact,
that?
I would expect so if Donald Trump announces that his 2024 candidacy soon, I think that we will have 4 years of insanity once again. And I
Mm.
think that either way, the presence of these propaganda media outlets like Newsmax and OAN that are going to, I mean, I can't even guess what sorts of conspiracies they will come up with about Joe Biden over the next 4 years. It's going to be
Right.
the opposite of healing that we see here.
Can I ask a question? Just to get your viewpoint.
Yeah.
Do you think that Donald Trump would try to cut a deal with the DOJ perhaps to say, I will completely accept the election results if you guys just not charge me or pursue any sort of criminal investigations?
No chance because
No chance?
Here's the thing, Jane. If he does it now, it's his own DOJ. So
Mm,
what
yes.
that doesn't make sense. And then that's not something that the Biden DO. I mean, Biden will be president in a
Mm,
month, you know. So Biden
sure.
doesn't need to cut any deals with anybody. And I don't see. I think the only way Trump can get himself out of trouble preemptively would be resign and Mike Pence pardons him. I don't think he will do it, but there are rumors he's thinking about it.
I see.
Yeah.
Because that's what we're talking about in Singapore. We're sort of betting that he would step down in peace and say, I will give your country peace only if, you
Right.
guys do not prosecute me. So that's
Yeah,
what
I
we're
don't
we're
think that
betting
will
on.
happen. I don't think that will happen. No.
Right. Anyway, good luck and all the best. And I hope that there will be a very smooth and gorgeous inauguration
Yes.
ceremony for Biden.
Thank
I'm,
you,
I'm glad
Jane.
you.
Jane from Singapore. Very much appreciate the call. Great to hear from folks not just all over the country, but all over the world. Let's go next to Kyle from Daytona Beach, Florida. Kyle from Daytona Beach, Florida. You're on the air.
Mr. Pakman, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Excellent. It's a pleasure to speak with you.
The pleasure's
Your
all mine.
content is Thank you, thank you. Your content is very intellectually stimulating.
Love
It's
it.
a nice reprieve from everything that I have to hear every day living in a red state.
Thank you. Now, I know that some people are going to get mad at me because they say, listen, I haven't brought up anybody's connection at all, but we are getting sort of like an electricity type static as well as a banging noise. So I'm wondering what you're doing.
I'm sitting on my bed. I can turn off the fan and shut my bedroom door quickly.
You're not crinkling
Um,
pieces of paper over the phone by chance? Wow. Oh my God. We're going to have to turn that down. That isn't. Okay. Yeah. We're going to have to disconnect. I don't even know that that's legal in some states. I really want to hear from you, but we're going to have to I can't subject the audience to that. And the audiologists in the audience are filing lawsuits. So not going to be able to do that at this point in time.